Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we are going to do deployment plan hands-on. But before we go ahead, just restart your managed server JVM after your previous class on external stage mode. And also change your external change mode to the default of managed server 1 to the stage mode. So when you just click on this, go to deployment, change this to stage mode. When you just click on lock on it. Go ahead, do a normal deployment of your version 1 of your application. Just go to version 1 folder, deploy the EAR file from version 1 folder. So just go ahead and do the deployment of version 1 folder over here. Select the deployment target as the cluster. Click on next and then select the name of the application should be Tele. So previously and all we were using _1. Do not use any kind of intention over here because that will affect our deployment plan. So it should be very much simple. The folder name, it says version 1. That's enough for us. I've renamed the application to tele.ar file as well. So just keep it as a default defined by the deployment target. So that is your staging mode of deployment. Just click on finish and let this deployment get completed. Once this deployment is completed, we are going to see two types of deployment plan implications. And first, we need to create a deployment plan. The creation of deployment plan is going to be autonomous, so we don't really have to worry about it. Just select the application which you're dealing with. Go to configuration. By default, there will be no deployment plan. So I'll go to configuration, change some configuration here. So I'm making the invalidation interval to 17 seconds and here 4000 as a session time mode value. Now there is an option that you can change other values also, but I don't see a point doing that right now in this session because it doesn't matter how many values you're going to change. Deployment plan is going to hold all those values. So irrespective of changing those values, I'm just going to do quick ones, which is part of the demo. Now here it is asking you where do you want to save your deployment plan. Very simple, create a folder for your deployment plan. I have selected this folder, so just make a directory. It would be already there. So just use this tele plan folder. So this is where your plan.xml will be saved. So all those changes is currently loaded into this plan file. Activate the changes. Once that is completed, go ahead, start your application. Your application now will be started with the deployment plan activated configurations. All these configurations is noted down in the plan.xml. So if you go to tele plan folder, you will see the plan.xml. When you open this, you can see the module name, type, and what values you have modified. So you can see that modified values will be present over here as part of the deployment plan configuration. So once you have done the configuration, all you have to do is go ahead and test your application, see what version of application you're getting. You're getting 1.0 application. So there are two ways of doing this. One is if you're planning to reinstall this application, let's just say that there is a bug in this 1.0, they want you to remove this application and reinstall it. Go to control, stop all the requests. This is one way of doing it. Stop all the requests. Go to configuration, select the application, delete. And then you can redeploy this application one more time. Just like how you did the version 1, right? Same thing, you can do it. Now I'll tell you how to apply this deploy plan when you are reinstalling the application. So this is basically I'm reinstalling the application. Now it will go to the default setting of your configuration of your application. This deployment will go to the default settings. So for example, if I go inside this, go to configuration, you can see the default 60 and 3600, the default setting has come to place. So is the workload as well as instruments would turn back into the default one. To load the deployment plan, so just select the application, click on update, select the same EAR file. You don't have to select it, automatically come up. Just change the path of the plan to the plan folder, select the plan.xml. Click on next and only updated. So this is basically updating. This is redeploying. They don't need to redeploy right now because we are on the same version of the application. So there's no point of redeploying. So just update it. So this time it will come as update implementation. Oh, sorry, initialization. So this means it's like it's just updating the existing deployment and it's not going to redeploy the application. So activate the change, go back to tele application, look at the configuration. You can see that the deployment plan has actually loaded up the configuration from the deployment plan. Very well. So if you just test the application is not working because the application is down, I guess. Yeah, so let's start the application. It's prepared state. That's why it is. Start the application and you should be able to application just version 1. Now let's do the second method. Let's go and upgrade the application to version 2. So this is another method over here. So here click on upgrade. So when you click on upgrade, you will have this option now. So again, same thing, redeploy this time. This time you're going to deploy the version 2, right? V2, right? So select the tele.ear file under the V2 folder. So you need to make sure that you are in the V2 folder. Select the tele.ear. And here this time you're going to select the same plan file. So click on finish. Now I'm expecting my application to go to the second version and the plan should be applied on top of it, which should have the same properties of the configuration for my application. So activate changes. Let's just verify one by one. First, the deployment is already in active state, which is good news. Second thing, do I have the configuration here? Yes, I have the same configuration updated already with my deployment plan. And third thing, when I test the application, what it says, you can see that it is coming up with version 2, right? So that the version 1 is over here, which wouldn't work. If I refresh it, it will change to version 2. So I've updated my application. At the same time, I've also used the deployment plan to restore my configuration while I have updated my application. All right. Thank you guys for your time and patience. Go ahead, stop the service and delete all these deployments. Get ready for the next section. Thank you again for your time and patience. I'll see you on the next video.